Lieutenant Chris, fire. How you doing, guys? Just getting amped up.
Yes. 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 One is amped for some building. Right, Tacoma? We're gonna build. Do some building. Build some stuff. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's go talk. So guys, roof is exciting. Wall sheathing today is even more exciting. What's going on? Okay, that's good. Well, they're supposed to roll in this afternoon at least, which may keep us from totally burning up. But it sure feels hot already. A little bit of this going on. All right. Gotta stay on top of it out here, guys.
from the Midwest originally, Chicago area. And I could run around all summer long, not put a drop of sunscreen on. No problem. Just turn brown. No problem at all. But come out to Colorado, you are a mile high, and man, that extra mile of atmosphere means that a lot less of the UV radiation gets cut out of the sunlight, and you just get fried out here if you don't stay on top of sunscreen. So protect yourself, guys. Hey, Hunt, what's up? Yeah? He was whacking it with his tail. Rock, what's up, man? So guys, the whole crew's back today. Everyone's back to help me. It's exciting. Got my super helpers. One's going right for the tiny house over there. It is pretty shady, huh? It's because we got a roof on it, man. It's gonna cover me. Fire, yes, he's gonna be by again today. So you guys will get to see my cousin said he's gonna come out here. My little bro, he was, you know, he's not little anymore, but he's about 10 years behind me. He's gonna come help at some point. So you're gonna see all sorts of people coming around helping out. So of course Hunt immediately goes for the highest. Hey Hunt, what are we doing, buddy? Let's get this on and we'll.
I have shoes on my foot.
Good job. That's part of it.
What's Hunter doing?
Gotta have shoes. Hey, you know what else?
Does Hunter not have any shoes?
No, he does have shoes on.
That's Crocs.
Yeah, it's Crocs. That's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. You staying up there or are you coming down? Okay. Let's get all rolled out. No, where's Jack? Get this all on there. Okay. Nailed it, Lieutenant Chris. I was waiting for that. Hey, Rock, Hunter, where are your hats at? Don't know? Oh, you're gonna go into the shade? That's pretty good. Rock's like, hey, there's a roof on now. I don't need a hat. There's shade in here. You got it there, Hunter? Just keep watching what you're doing. Good job.
Dad, is this steel?
Yes, you're exactly right. That's a metal shaving that is steel from when we were drilling the holes.
Oh.
Do you remember drilling the holes?
Why did you do that?
Well, it's so I can install these. See that big metal bracket down there? It's called a tension tie, and that's going to make sure that the wooden house stays attached to the metal trailer. So that's why I drilled them. Tension ties, yes.
Is that not a tension tie that Hunter picked up?
No, what Hunter picked up was a rack of nails for an NR83A Hitachi nailer. They're 10D framing nails.
Baby.
Yeah, that is a baby rack. It's actually just broken, but it is kind of a baby.
Why do you have this type of?
Brooke, how you doing, man?
Why do you have this type?
It's coming, man. I got a roof on. Hey, Solid, how you doing? Yeah. New construction update for Planetside right here. Building tiny houses. Pretty good graphics though, huh? Brooke, I saw you guys up fishing the other day. Awesome, man. Lieutenant Chris, that's the next one. Next emoji is hat. I'm at 7 subs. The first emoji was Tacoma. So subs, blast that Tacoma emoji.
Why was Tacoma the first one?
I don't know why he got to be the first one. Mrs. Sirius actually kind of, that's mom, kind of determined that he got to be the first one.
Why are we after Tacoma?
You were. Tacoma's older than both of you, yes, yes.
Not. Were you born? Were Mom and you born before Tacoma?
Yes, we were born a long time ago, yes.
Was also Tacoma born a long time ago? Was
Ooh,
Tacoma's
that's a bummer,
mom?
Brooke. You know, we didn't get to meet Tacoma's parents. Sometimes you get to meet the mom and dad of the puppies, but we didn't. We got ours from a rescue society. So we didn't get to. Hey, Hunt, please don't take all those nails out, okay, bud? They're all the same. There's nothing else in there, I promise.
What type of nail?
Okay.
That's the baby.
Oh, okay, you proved me wrong. That's different. That's a 16D, 16 penny nail. It's a bigger one.
Look at this one. What's this? That's magic.
Mom! We need Miss Serious out here to help. So that I can roll out while there, so they don't... No, don't. We're not throwing nails around, okay? I'll show you where we can use them very soon, okay?
Look at this nail.
Okay.
Ah!
Hey, Derp, how you doing, man?
This
Cool, Brooke. Dog's gonna be there. Okay. See if I can get rolled out while they're still here. Okay. Always gotta keep half an eye on them. Derp, yeah, you know, even though our house is big, the dog always stays within like 10 feet of us, so it's really not a very big difference. So, and we'll have tons of outdoor space for him to run around in, so he's gonna be loving life. Be no problems there. Okay. Some of that. Need some of this. Oh, good. We got a skid steer on site helping us today, guys.
was a skid steer.
That's your truck, right? That thing's a skid steer. That your toy there. Thank goodness. Derp, yeah, the entire world is his poo station. You know, we're gonna be in places where we're just hiking and biking and adventuring all the time, so no issues there. Dog is gonna get, we're gonna cram a whole lifetime into a year for him. He hasn't had enough adventures, so we're excited. Hey, Hunt, make sure it doesn't hit the ground, buddy. What's up, man? Okay. He is fire. He is. He used to be all muscle and he's gotten kind of lumpy. Just sitting around.
Ew.
Tacoma.
Tacoma, you
It's good pounding, but can you do it in do it in here? Don't do it in the floor. I don't want holes in the floor. If you want to pound.
see?
Yeah, I saw that.
It down.
Yeah, but not in the floor, please, okay?
See, it fell down.
Yeah, slumpy is the technical term. Okay, so we're gonna need our 3-inch ring shanks. Let's go ahead and find those. And that is this stuff. Got that. Gonna need this. Okay. I'm gonna need some of these. And we'll need a few of these. Yeah, so what we gotta do today, guys, is I have to finalize exactly where all my windows are and put my sills and headers in. I got some good news back from my window guy that they can make the windows exactly. Yeah, bud.
I need my drill.
You need your drill? I think it's inside in your toolbox, man. I'm gonna have to get these propped up a little bit, make sure that's where I want it. Before we start sheathing. Is the points not working, derp? Hang on. Something's wrong. It must be offline somehow. Let me get it up and running. Give me a minute. Yeah, must have got shut off. Just a second. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I want to get that going. Hey, babe. Okay, we should be back online. One burn. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Yo.
Morning, Bird. I'll be out in a little bit. I just got.
Sounds good. Thank you. Okay. So, let's see what we got going here, guys. Today we have to do a little bit, as I was saying, making sure all our headers in the right spot. What do you need, bud? Do you want me to put that in for you?
I need a drill because it'll hold me down.
ARGPs. I don't. Sorry, derp. I'm behind the times. What's an ARGP?
Look how high I am. That's not down, Dad.
Where can you pound? Into any one of these plates, yeah, or there, or down into here. Yeah, you can pound into there. That's fine. Just watch your fingers.
Let's try See? It's a soft. And the that is.
Okay. Okay. Action role-playing game. Isn't that kind of what I'm playing? Okay, let's see here. Work.
Uncle Burns there.
Yep, he is.
So Uncle Burns, I know before.
Okay.
Hey Hunter, you got that nail going in there, huh?
Okay, Hunt, can I borrow that hammer, please? Will you bring it over?
What did you see?
Ooh. These threads got bruised in this process.
What did I use?
Okay. Yeah, bud. No. Thank you, though. Okay, Burton, so we need to get one of these things right in here. See if we can still get it threaded. That bolt's getting a little beat up.
Look at these.
I see those. Those are big ones, aren't they?
They are different colors.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get this bolt out.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to thread this thing again, but might be able to do it.
That might be it. Maybe if I bring it back in. But no, if this wall is kind of.
Now, Fire, we made it through unscathed. We were okay. Can you borrow that hammer again, please, bud? Okay, Hunt, come over here. So you're gonna hit the top of that bolt. Yep, gotta go all the way down. Keep your fingers away, though.
But how does bumper stuff in?
Those are the threads. You gotta kind of make sure it's not coming up at your face, okay?
Okay.
To the side. Okay, it's good. Okay. Let's see if this bolt's still. The threads are too damaged, or if we can make it work. Okay, we take a few steps back, please, Hunter. See if this is still usable or if it's done for.
Why can I not have that again? I did it.
So we escaped rain fire. We're all good there.
Look at this.
What is that?
Something like
You know what that's
that.
called?
No.
Yeah, it's a smaller version of that. You know what that's called? A cat saw. You know what it's used for? Well, you've been playing with nails. And what do you do when you have a nail that you want to remove?
You know all over it is.
Yeah. It is, right? You can pull on a nail and pull it out. Like this nail here, you can pull that out.
So back to a little bit of tedium, get all the tension ties in, but we're almost there. Okay, Brent, so what we're doing now is need to hit this if for a couple of the areas where it's like long, or you can bed it down, or it's gonna hit this header piece.
Dad.
You can use this thing.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's cranking all over the place. Yeah, Hunt. Let me get one of these in.
You know what it
Okay, that's better. You can use these big long ones, Burn. Otherwise, it's just screwing in. This is a mix in here. Otherwise, you got to find the shorter ones
Yeah.
down low here, especially
Right.
to go in there, right?
Yeah. And it looks like you're hitting every hole. Right?
I hit every, and that's not actually necessary. That's overkill, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit every.
That's
So. Fire, really none. I don't have the roof ordered yet, so I'm not ready for it. If I had the roof ordered, I could get the roof on now. I guess I do have to, all the seams, I do have to seal them with some liquid flashing mastic.
real heavy.
I'll get you the bucket of those. Hey, Hunt. Hunter. Take a few steps back. What are you doing? Bern, I'm going to sneak in real quick and I'm going to grab a couple of these things here. Hey, Hunter, come on over here. Let him go. And Bern, I got, if you're happy with that one, good, but I got bigger framing hammers in there, or if you need something that has a waffle head. Okay. Also got some tension ties going in here. These are gonna be a little more difficult to do because of how tight it is. Kind of wish I had put them on the other side so I had that stud bay to work in, but go get another hammer. What are you looking for, Hunter? Okay, well, come on out. What's up?
I want to hammer.
You want a hammer?
Yeah.
You get to hammer something a little bit, okay? So we're gonna be taking trying to create a situation where the plate's tied down, the plate has to be tied to the studs, and then the studs have to be tied to the top plate. So you may have seen some of these little angle brackets wandering around. These guys right here. So the one issue with the smooth shank nails that are just from the top plate down is they really want to just move up. So I'm going to do a few of these things that'll have screws to tie the upper plate to the studs. And then I also have a whole bunch of these. This is a version of a hurricane tie that I can put on the stud to the rafter that'll really tie my rafter, my plate, and my stud all together really well. So, got a few of those going on. Hey Hunt, what are you doing, buddy? We've already got a lot of nails out, okay? See how these nails are all over the ground? So I don't want to pull a whole bunch of nails out, okay? Just take like a few. Hey Rock, will you hand me that big yellow one?
Why do you need it?
Need to pull a bolt out. Thank you.
And where?
Over here. Okay. Pop that out temporarily.
That bolt?
Yep.
Why do we use that?
Because we're going to put a tension tie in there. Hey, Rockwell, I need that bolt. And the nut. Did you drop something?
You can use that.
Okay, do you want to pound that in for me?
No, thanks.
Okay.
Well, can we bring this down yet?
No, not yet.
When?
What's that?
When?
When I'm done using it up here. Hey, Hunter, come on around over here. I need that washer right there. Under the ladder.
Why do you need it?
'Cause that's why I put the bolt on, right there.
I need this water. I'm gonna sit over there.
Hand that to me. Thank you. That one will tie the front down really nicely. So that would need to go. That's backwards. Okay, there we go. Cinch this thing all together real nice. Try to get this lined up with the outside as best as possible. Okay. Hey Rock, this isn't a tool you can pound with. Sorry, bud. Okay, Vern, so most of this one's going to be screws.
All right.
You could do a couple long nails and bend them over. Let me go get the extension that's going to be necessary. And the other batteries out here on the charger if you need. But on these tight ones, what I normally do is get an extension and kind of go in from the side like that.
All right.
So if you, you know, you fill it out, whatever works. But
Yep. Yeah, it's not gonna work straight up.
yeah. Okay, need a few more of. That's not what I need. I need more of my Simpson screws, which I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm out. So we just have to go with what we have. What's that? Hey, Hunt, if you want to pound, it's going to have to be down on the lower level, okay? I don't want you pounding up high. And let's not pound at the side. You're just going to smash your fingers that way, bud. Do it into the plate down low.
Whoa, it extruded.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we're going to be done pounding for right now, buddy.
Why?
Because I don't want to get nails in the grass. Okay. Okay. Vern, is that crescent and
Yeah.
nut driver handy there? Take those two, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, sorry if I lose you in the dead zone here, guys. Dead zone trailer. I gotta swap this guy out. Get a hurricane tie in there, or tension tie. out. Tension tie in. This is the proper way to use a crescent wrench. Okay. That guy cranked back up. Okay. Oh, what I don't like that I did is my pressure treated slid over too far, so I'm going to loosen this up just a bit. And am I loosening or tightening? I think I'm going tighter. There we go, that's better. Okay. I just want to make sure that when you're doing this, the pressure treated stays in the plane you want it to. So this is now. Okay. I gotta get that over as much as possible. That's about all I'm gonna get. Hey, Bern, think you could slide that hammer all the way over to me by chance?
Yep.
Thanks. Perfect, thank you. Okay, that's as much as I'm gonna get out of it. Don't love my hole, but it'll be good. Okay. I'll crank back up. We're all good. Okay. Let's get a couple of these in. Now guys, normally you wouldn't use these big huge screws for going into one stud like that. They sell little 1.5 inch Ticos, and that's what you'd want to use. I've just got a whole bunch of these. So while they're complete overkill and you gotta make sure you don't drill them into your leg and you gotta bend them over, they're gonna do the same job just as well. So I'm gonna use a few of them. Just get them used up.
Yeah, you have just a few of them.
Putting in the tension ties.
Tension time.
This is what it's gonna make sure that our room doesn't just fly up into the air.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's there.
Can we get our Noah's house tomorrow?
No, you need to be with me tomorrow. We have swim lessons tomorrow.
Yay!
Yeah.
Let's go when we not have
Will you hand me that box of all those hangers right there, please? Yeah.
Do you have a bolt to hit this thing, or do you want to save that for later?
Problem is I got this thing that's, I just can't get it through. I'm gonna have to get a grinder
Beat
to
up? Yeah.
clean up the threads. So, I will get my grinder out, see if I can figure that out. So then, guys, we're also gonna be doing a whole bunch of these things. These look right in like that. Not gonna get as much bite as I'd like, but it's gonna be enough. And that's gonna get that all to tie together really nice. They're really made for a double top plate, so I'm gonna miss two, but I'll still get some good attachment.
We're all good. You blow your nose on me. What are you doing?
Actually gonna, I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna keep them down a bit. Drill, how you doing, man? Tacoma lives. He is forever immortalized. Where's Tacoma?
It's laying right here.
Oh, hey, bud. Hey. Yeah, I got some shade. He might actually hang out with us now. That'd be pretty cool. Okay.
Got all sorts of stuff, and then there's even underneath here for when you finish those.
I think Miss Serious is next. Next emoticon. That disapproving look.
The one you know so well.
Yep.
Is the dog up and running?
Dog's up and running. You can spam Tacoma in chat now. Yes, you can.
What?
He looked at me when I said Tacoma, so I told him yes, you can. Okay.
What? Are you telling me Max didn't have all of it? Did someone use him?
Yes.
Can you see?
There he is. He's derpy Tacoma. It's him laying upside down being weird.
That's awesome.
Okay. So the one other thing I'm looking for, guys, is looking along these, along the top plate. You can kind of see right up there how that's slightly gapped on from my stud to my plate. I'm just making sure that my plate hasn't, before I go nuts on these hangers, I want them to all be attached. Just making sure that the plate hasn't pulled away from the studs. It's all looking pretty darn good. So that means I can get in and do some attachments on them. And I got a few twisty studs. It'd be good to get those plates on, the hangers on, before all the studs twist too much, because those hangers will really help them stay in place. So get some of that stuff going. Okay, babe, so think about this.
Yeah.
We need to take it out to 38 inches if we want to do a 3.0 door.
Okay.
And then it'll be 36 as like the walking space. Right now all I could do is a 2.6. Want to go full 3.0, or do you want me to try to get a 2.8 or 2.10?
The only, are you worried about anything other than the couch?
Couch is going to be, I'm not worried about the couch. I'm thinking about fridge, which if we're doing counter depth shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Oven
Shouldn't be a problem, right?
shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. So then I would say we just go with the smaller one.
Okay. Yeah.
These two with brackets.
Those ones do not have brackets,
Okay.
so we're all good there.
Okay, so are we through with the?
Looks like we're in good shape there on those. Yep. Nice. Yeah, bud.
When will get down so
When we get what?
You want the seeds down?
You want a big tree? Is that what you want?
the seeds down of the tree.
Oh, you like the seeds on the branches.
That's another cottonwood.
I bet there's some laying around on the ground, bud. Those branches are always falling down.
We saw those this
There's some
morning.
seeds right over in that branch. Is there any on that branch? There you go.
How about that? You,
Did he jump up?
I think he jumps up. It's not too bad. Hey, Sean. How you doing today, man? We are building in Colorado, right around Denver, which if you're building a tiny house, I don't recommend building in Colorado. Colorado home building is booming, which means everything's more expensive here. So if you can build in another state, do it. It'll save you some money. That being said, Colorado is obviously a gorgeous state to be in, so I'm not going to complain, but...
Guys, we haven't touched the strawberries today.
Okay. So guys, what we're looking at now is we're looking at sheathing. We are going to... Bern, what you could do next is we're going to pop those rack braces. We're going to pop all of our rack braces.
all right.
And then when we're doing our...
Both directions.
Yes. But these three, the one that's up there, leave that cross up there. But these three here, because we're going to work from this end.
All right.
So what we got going, guys, is... Yeah, you're right, fire. 8 feet, perfect. So what we got going, guys, is today we're going to do the sheathing. Big, heavy stuff. But that's okay. We're going to get it. I'm going to have a funky little notch here, which is just, that's what it is. Not going to change that. Just kind of think about all my pieces, making sure everything's kind of where I want it to be, because once you sheet it, it's locked. You are not moving anything.
My house marker, you got it.
The walls are locked. If your plates have lifted at all, that's locked. I'm already seeing, I don't think I'm really gonna, it's mostly a twist and it doesn't really affect anything, but if you can see up here, I've got, this plate is pretty gappy from the stud to the plate. If the roof was bearing on that, I would worry, because that's gonna raise the corner of my, you can't see it, hang on. That would raise the corner of my roof up a ½ inch with that gap in there. But in this case, nothing's bearing on it, so I don't have to worry about it. But just before you do sheathing, you gotta think about that. I'm looking at these right here. I might try to like just pull them down a little bit. I gotta have this thing like these gaps up here. Once we put our sheathing on, nothing's moving. Everything's kind of locked. So just got to make sure that, and these headers, I want to have them supported a little bit better. Make sure there's no sag through the middle when you get your sheathing on, because that sheathing is just going to fix everything right where it is. So I'm going to spend a few minutes making sure everything's ready to go for sheathing, and then we'll start going. We've done our layout so that, gonna give a little refresher for anyone new that's hanging out today. Hey Tingers, how you doing? Hey Sean, yeah, trying to work it on the shoulder. Yeah, Sean, so that's I couldn't build a fixed tiny home here. Just not possible. It all follows 2012 IBC, International Building Code, and it's not possible to build a home this small within the code. So that's why we're doing a tiny house on wheels, because then it's not technically under the building code. I'm going to do everything I can to get it certified. Obviously the trailer's titled, and I'm looking into some other ways to get it kind of licensed as an RV, but that's still a work in progress. So we've got this sheathing that's got foam attached to it. So we're going to take that thing to 1.5 inches thick, and we've set it up so that we'll put our pieces on this backside first here, and then it should be that if we burn 1.5 inches, we're going to land at 48. And you can see we do. So this sheathing is going to lap onto the pieces here, and that'll give us a good square corner, and then we'll start our sheathing going. So all looking real good there. Just got to kind of make sure everything is set, because once you do this part, you are locked and nothing's changing. Okay. And then a little bit of a slow ramp. Hey, Hunt, leave that open for me, please, okay? Appreciate it. We're going to leave that open. Okay. Once everything's locked, okay, I'm going to bring some of my sheets over here, get us stocked, and then we can start going. Oh, I'm going to have to mess with my headers for a minute. That's what I'm going to have to do before I start hauling sheets. Okay. So the one thing before you're sheathing is you do have to make sure, I'm going to sheathe the whole thing and then cut out my window openings from the inside, but I do have to make sure all my window openings are there so I can nail all the way around the edges and be all ready to go. Whoa, did you guys pick those from our garden?
Yeah, we got them, and my mom washed them.
Wow, awesome. Those are yours. Thanks for sharing, bud. You can have those.
It's for...
Will you offer one of those to Uncle Bern?
Sure.
Let me see how many you got. Wow, that's a great strawberry haul today.
Ooh, what a haul, yeah. Do I get one? Thank you.
Dad, do you want...
Got it.
Thank you for sharing. I'm all right. You can have those, okay?
Want one of mine?
No, thank you for sharing, though. You get those. Dad's had a few. Those are good. Okay. Okay. Hey, Bim. Okay, we gotta talk windows for a bit. Ooh. Got hats, good. Tennicris was concerned.
Oh, do you hear this kid? I'm like, time to put hats on. He's like, I'm gonna be in the shade.
Well, that is true. I think
Yeah.
we've got a good argument there.
Thank you. I love art. All right, windows. Now, isn't there a window that you can open and then there's like a lock so that it could lock like this far open and a kid can't push it up? Do you know what I'm talking about?
There are windows that have locks. I don't know if they have like settings.
And then it's like on the top and you have to like push it in to get it to go higher.
Probably. It sounds like an expensive window.
Well,
But
we do have a kid who wants to climb out.
I know. I'm just like, if you might be going to like a wood metal clad, not a typical vinyl. But I mean, I can ask him about that.
All right, let's talk.
So how high up do you want them on the high side, and do you want them to be the same height as this side, or do you want that side to be higher than this side?
I feel like it should be the same height.
Okay.
Just, I
Tape measure.
have a different opinion.
Hey Adam, how you doing, man?
Open to it, but.
Get that away from me, you know where it goes, right over there.
Bravo, this way.
Right here, bud.
Camera is.
Okay, that makes, I mean, it's a nice uniformity, just that you have a little bit more height over there, so we could do a higher one if you want.
I don't feel like we need to, right?
Okay. No, I don't think we need to do anything. I think we're doing what you want. So,
That's trouble.
thank you for offering help. Right now, bud, I gotta do a few things, but I appreciate you offering your help.
So, Rockwell, can you help me for a second?
Hey, Bravo. Uncle Brandon likes some help. Can you open?
Can you stand there and hold this? It's not going to fall on you, but it's going to... So stand where you can, reach up. And you can go further towards your mom. Just hold it up.
Hold
See,
it.
it's going to fall if you don't hold it.
We got it.
Some burns coming right where you are, just so you know, hon. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do... Yeah, Sean, we got our first window quote back, and we had some sticker shock. But we're doing tempered windows on this, just going down the road. I don't know if tempered windows are required or not, but I'm going with them just for the additional strength. Bouncing down the road, I'm just kind of worried. And then we had them all operable, and we've got casement windows, so we've got like all these fancy things going on, which are making them a little bit expensive right now. So we're working on figuring out if we can remove any operable windows that, you know, you don't have a screen anymore, just ends up being a cheaper window.
Yep. It's going to be a...
So we're working on that stuff right now. So this would then be, my rough opening would then be going from there, and it's going to be all the way down to 23 we're going to put it to. I'm actually going to go down to 23 1/4.
What do you need?
Cotton.
Miss Sirius keeps running away. I need her confirmation. She trusts me until it's built, and it's like, ah! Couldn't it have been like an inch lower?
Guys, there's some cotton.
Right, Brandon. Spray some onions. That
Oh,
works.
good.
Don't hang it there, though, Hunt. You can do that. Just don't hang it.
Guys, I just...
Hey, hot, that's messy.
Burn, what we're gonna need a bunch of is 2x4s that are at 22 and a half. Could you know, anything in there that we can use, cut up what we need? Some of them should already be cut.
Yeah.
But go through the scrap pile first, and then we'll get into these if we need.
There's none scrap piles in here. No. Is that scrap wood? That's been going on.
Sean, no, it all comes from me, so.
Guys, I think it's my next toy. What?
So I'm going down there. Really what I want to do is, I'm going 23 and a quarter, so I'm going to go down 29. Oh, sorry, yeah, 29 and a quarter. Let me check that over here, it should be the same. 29 and a quarter. So guys, my RO is 22 and a half. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking strips of my, sheathed half-inch plywood. I'm going to make a sill with that so that my sill has a layer of that water air barrier. And so that's going to be like a little bit of a pan. Okay, babe. So.
I'm trying to get up here.
Great job.
Need to get a couple studs.
I got a couple studs.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of them. Okay, Hunt, here you go. Here's your ladder back. Please climb safely. No, you can't climb from that side.
Why does it not go like this?
Because it's kind of broken. Just leave it like that. Dad broke it the other day. I apologize.
Hey, I'm sorry. This is, I gotta rub it in.
Oh.
Okay, well then you're just gonna have white stuff all over you. I'm here.
Yeah, you're here?
Ready
Sure.
to-
Okay, I'm going to get... Burns cutting us in pieces.
Hold up, your legs.
One of them? Yeah.
That's the first.
Great. There's one I already cut. Nice. Okay. So. Lost my hammer. Is there a yellow, black and yellow handled hammer somewhere down there, hon?
I see it. Where's your hammer? I see it.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
I see this hammer.
Good, man.
My hammer.
Figured that was going to happen.
My hammer.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to stay long enough for her.
Why don't you just give it back to him and we're gonna talk about it, okay?
This isn't your hammer.
We're very
That's right.
protective of our hammers around here.
It's not even his hammer.
I know.
Are you going to keep that hammer under?
Hey, hon. Your hammer's got a green handle.
Hey, Rock, there's a hammer right there you can have.
How many
Okay.
hammers do you need?
Oh, I
I don't need.
think I've got about 7.
Oh
So,
my god.
I don't know if
I want my
Careful.
green hammer.
Okay, well you'll have to come down to get it.
we're going to have to do this, guys.
Bim, back, boom, back.
Bim, bash, boom, crash. Till you build stuff. You heard it here from Hunter. Bim, bash, boom, crash. It's building.
Okay, time to put up this.
Okay, so I'm getting my headers marked out. I'm just going to sink one 16 penny nail real quick so that she can actually see this. Small price to pay for some insurance.
I'm gonna need you to come down so I can do the rest of you. Here, Al. Daddy's showing me where our windows are gonna be. Because he knows that he doesn't want me to say later I don't like it.
I cannot get down.
Come on.
could have been better. But you can't get down. Uh-oh, you're stuck up there forever.
Don't worry, we'll bring you food and water.
Hunter immortalized. I'll be right there, buddy. Hang on.
I'll get you guys. I got him.
Okay. Or Mom will get you.
Trying to.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. He's fine.
Okay, put the nail down because that's too sharp for us to be playing with. Get it down.
Okay, so
So,
there it is. So it would be that one, and then it'd be one over here.
wait, what do you mean it'd be one over there?
Remember we were talking about doing two next to each other?
Yeah. I thought it was that way.
Right now I have it drawn awning this side, because I have awning
That side, that
this side, this side. And I can change that, but
I wasn't. Can it be narrower?
hey Rock, you know what, you can't be under there right now, bud. The
Yeah.
bottom one's not nailed in, sorry.
Exactly.
It's just, step back, please. It's just it's just hanging there so Mom can kind of see.
Why is it hanging like that?
Yes, it can be narrower.
Or shorter.
It can be shorter.
Why do you have one higher?
That's just so it's square.
Yeah, I don't really care about square.
Okay. He said he can build them to within an eighth of an inch, so we can make them whatever side you want.
Mom?
Like,
Hey, Popular, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Now, when you get another one next to it
yeah.
that's the same width, it will make the whole thing look not so square, more of a rectangle.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh. Is that gonna be the same that's on the boys?
that's the current plan. That is the one we have like 12 of those of that size. I'm going to put a whole bunch of them next to each other.
So like in my head I just had like envisioned something that was like
Wait, I need a baby
more of a rectangle.
guys.
Do you worry about
I need to put some
heat
food.
loss or like too much heat because of the sun coming in?
You do worry about that. It is, they use a special low E glass that is supposed to reduce your
Wood. Oh, give me a piece of wood.
solar heat gain during the summers.
Okay.
So
Okay, so that and that and that and that and then
hey, Hunt, you can't be under there right now, buddy. You take it over here. Come over here.
I want something over there.
Now, if you're gonna pound, be down low. Okay.
and then here is the same thing.
Yes.
And then over here is the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, sure. They seem like big windows,
They're pretty big.
but I mean, I guess that seems more like
Now, by the time you get a frame in there, it's going to shrink about 2 inches.
on each side.
Everywhere, the glass is going to be, 2 inches smaller
Okay.
than the whole frame.
Robo, Daddy just said you can't be down there because that could fall on you. Can you
Yeah.
scoot away, please?
Move to the other side.
Thanks, bud.
Give me a piece of wood.
Does that mess with your computer screen?
No, I don't want to have anything. So the bottom of that window is at 8 foot. Now I guess the one problem is I started on the high side. I can't. That won't work over here. So really, you want these to match, right?
They do.
Okay. Let me do this side, and then we'll redo this exercise.
Alright, Hunter, I need to give you something. Robo, you are all sensitive now, right?
You are right on fire.
What?
Now then,
What?
saying what'll eventually happen is if I shrink it to be a rectangle, then we'll get it, and you'll be like, oh, it's too wide and skinny. Why isn't it more square?
That's why I'm trying to not have a huge opinion. your face, so come on over.
Okay, so
On your legs, I know. Thank you very much.
Look at my legs.
Rub, what did you say after that?
row, row, row your boat gently down the screen. Stream,
Squeam.
scream,
That's today's childhood.
stream. There's an awesome, what is it, Sea of Thieves or whatever? Ever want to check out? I haven't checked that one out. So this would be our header piece. Now, hon, how about up high enough? Do you want it like crammed up a little bit higher?
I don't want it crammed up.
Okay,
I think that will look silly.
I agree. Okay.
Anything I want it like
Okay, Bern, how many we got?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I need 20 at that number total.
Mama, out of the strawberries.
What did you bread?
Does he try to eat them?
He's been eating them. No, he's a good dog. He's just making bad choices. Yeah, sometimes we do make bad choices.
Okay. Now, Goma, do you want strawberries? That was a good haul this morning, hon, of strawberries. Okay.
Some water and then you make
Okay. Sorry, guys, I dropped out of chat there. So fire questions again at me if I missed them. For anyone just stopping by, make sure you guys tap that follow button and, you know, feel free to just be a lurker, hang out, watch the progress as it goes, and check back every now and then to see it go up. The guys that have been here have already seen some good progress, right, guys? I'm not too much of a slouch. But fire questions at me, anything you got. As I get into this, when I can sit down and tally all my receipts, I'm going to be giving all the financial details. So if you guys are kind of curious about that end of tiny home building, how much is it going to cost you? This is a relatively big tiny house, and I mean, it's only 280 square feet, so it's not huge. But hey, I'm sorry, you can't pound on the ladder, okay? I know just pounding's awesome, but you can grab a hammer and a board and pound on that, okay? Yeah, can you push that back down for us, though? Is that? Don't pound it down. Just use your hand. Rockwell, use your hand. There you go.
You have one right here.
So you'll get all the information. I don't know when I'll get around to compiling all that data, but I will get that all together so you can kind of see what it takes, and you know, you can kind of scale it. If you do something shorter, mine's 26 feet at the flat, 7 feet up high. If you do something 24 feet, obviously you can just drop the cost of everything relatively close. So yeah, but keep firing questions.
How many what? How many hammers? Daddy said he has like 6 or 7 hammers.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, like, I lose them, or somehow these little elves in our house come and take them, and then they like hide them. They seem to be these little things that kind of say things like, "May I please have that?" And then the hammers are in like a toy bin or something, so I go buy another one, and then I end up finding the hammer, and now I've got a brand new hammer, and I found my old hammer.
So you're telling me
Who do you think
bought
takes that?
That many hammers in the last...
Well, I inherited a lot too from. Yeah, bud. I inherited a lot from your dad. Yeah, bud.
No, he's using it.
So one thing we are doing with our windows, guys, is we are intentionally, rather than doing a full window where I'd have to cut out a stud and I'd lose shear strength and I lose strength in my whole frame, we are keeping them smaller so that I don't have to cut my studs. And we're just doing windows that fit in between on my stud lathe out as much as possible. So that's going to maintain my overall strength of this unit. So I don't need to put in like a real header. It also reduces the amount of wood I got to put in this thing. All I need is just a little bit of nailer so I can nail in the top of my window. I don't have to go so far as to like do a full-on, you know, 2x4, 2x6 header to hold this thing up. So some benefits there as well. So things to think about, you know, if you see these tiny houses that have like these big huge garage doors and all that stuff, really cool features. And poor Miss Sirius, I think, had to give up on what she wanted.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna really, if your tiny house is not really made to drive around, it's kind of just gonna stay in one spot, fine, do one, it's gonna be fine. But we're taking ours all over the place. We're gonna put a lot of miles on ours. It's gonna be bouncing down the highway a lot. So we really wanna think about making it a really sturdy structure rather than just gingerly moving it around every now and then. So these things really aren't providing any structure, they're just a little bit of nailing is all this does.
Boy, you were nailing that in like that's exactly where I want it.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, didn't I?
Huh.
Mr. Sirius got too confident, didn't he? Let me show you the bottom. Let's see if I've passed muster or if I'm SOL. So now the one thing to think about, hun, is so this goes to 29 1/4, right? Yeah, bud.
He wants to pound on the phone, that is.
What did Mom say? I feel like I heard her say no. So this is going to be our sill. This is the bottom of the window.
Perfect, Nate.
Is it all right, babe? You sure? You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Now the one thing to think about is it's a little bit longer this way, so this will come up about 1 inch because I got to add a little 1/2 inch plate in there. Yeah, bud. Yes, you may.
Hey, Robo, can you bring us a piece of wood, please? Yeah.
Over there.
So guys, I was all excited for sheathing and I forgot just how much window framing I really needed to get in. So the morning is definitely going to be finishing up window framing.
You want to sit up here with us? I can move the tools if you want to come up here. Do you want to come up with me? Can you show your brother where the phone is? You just got a piece of wood. No.
7 pieces of wood. Wow.
How about 3 pieces?
Hunter, you're really
Good.
reaching for the stars there. I like the ambition.
3. 3 pieces. No stuff.
Yeah, that's there on purpose because this is holding that up, I think.
Okay, so I should be seeing 23 1/4 in between. 23 1/4. Perfect. Man, it's nice when you don't make an ass of yourself, isn't it? Okay. Mrs. Aries is like, what? That never happens. That's all you do.
I refrain from commenting. Thank you.
May I please have a nailing gun and a board?
Are you going to get it or can I get it?
I think Mom getting that would probably, okay.
I am.
You're gonna get it? Okay.
I can.
That's fine. Just the nail gun is, I'm worried about the nail gun, I guess.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So what's the second thing you needed?
Just a piece of wood. How about Rock will get the board, Mom get the nail gun.
You get the wood, please, and I'll get the nailing gun.
No,
we'll
I
work
want to
together.
continue.
Sweetie, you gotta get down, bud. That's the way to do it, honey.
Hang on, bud. Make sure Mom's with you if we're gonna do that.
You pick up your
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's go do it together. And then I'm gonna pick whatever cup I want. Have to deal with the cup I want.
Okay, that looks good. Looking good. Yeah, these things are... They've got a lot of safety features, but I don't, you know. This thing, I haven't seen one of these things go through a finger. I've put like finish nails through fingers, which is not fun, but not nearly as bad as these things. Will just blow up your bones and all sorts of other nasty things. So. Staples, all the little light gauge stuff I've certainly had in my fingers before. Okay. Got to turn the compressor up a little bit too. Go do that. What am I looking at here? Crank that up to like 100 for the framing nailer. I feel like this can only end badly. I'm gonna risk it and bring my... Hey Hunter, we said you can't pound up high. You can come down to this level and do some pounding if you want, but you're just unnecessarily dangerous up there, okay? You wanna come down and pound down here? You can hold that. Do you want me to bring you down so you can pound down here?
I do something else.
Okay.
I need to sell for those.
You wanna sip of this? Okay. More? All good?
I got a piece of ice.
You got a piece of ice. Oh, that's pretty cool, bud. Okay. Keep that in the shade. And forget about it. I won't have another drink of that. Put it somewhere
Shady.
for the time being. Okay. Okay. Okay, Rock, I need to hop up there. And will you hand me a piece of the wood? That one you can hang on to for right now. Yes, perfect. That's perfect.
I don't need again.
Thank you.
I just got it down.
No.
Wait a second. I think my marks are on the wrong side. 20.
I don't taste any water in here.
Well, you're welcome, but there is water in there.
But I don't taste the water.
Because it's water and apple juice.
But
So my marks are on the wrong side. Don't put your marks on the wrong side.
telling me of that.
Or your rough openings.
Did it? Did I found it there?
would be a good heavy metal band. I agree, fire.
Some more hammering so I can see you.
Okay. That. Okay. Rockwell, will you hand me another board, please?
You can help Dad or am I?
What board?
Just another one from that pile.
What pile?
The only pile of boards that's on the deck.
Right there, bud. You're looking at
The
it.
only boards. Just one of those boards.
This?
Yes, that's fine.
I'll go get I have one more piece. I'm getting down to give me one more. I'll give you that.
Okay. It's good.
Underneath this high.
Hey, Gold. How you doing, man? Love it. Rocking the Tacoma Gold. Tacoma crew represent. Okay. So that one went down just a little bit, but it's still gonna be fine. So guys, this is what we call a rough opening. Windows come at a certain size and
Excuse me, Dad. Excuse me, Dad.
yes, buddy.
Dad, excuse me. And that's a little bit that.
Do you like that window over there? Now, I guess before we go too far, hon, do you like this one? Because this one is narrower.
I know, I was looking at that. I mean, I do, but if you want them to all be the same, that's fine.
Well, I don't really want to have to change that one.
Great, then let's leave it.
The problem is its head height's going to be a little bit different.
I'm just getting no bug.
What were you?
One some oranges that Dad had.
So what you're saying is basically when you're standing in there, you're gonna see the top of this one and then the top of this one.
Yes.
That one's gonna be higher.
You know, it'd be close. I have to take a look at it. Are you okay with the top of that one?
Yeah.
Would you like the bottom to be up more like that one? So it's a longer, skinnier rectangle.
So you're telling me that there's like another, I'm gonna lose a couple inches. With
You are going to lose a few inches.
So no.
So it would end up looking even a little skinnier than that one is.
Yeah. So
100. Can I not have 3 of them?
that's up to Daddy.
100's getting 3 of them.
Okay, so we're good with this. We're locked in.
Hey,
We're not changing.
Hey,
Careful, you guys.
mine. It's Dad's.
It is Dad's. Hunter will give it back to him.
Okay.
Is this your pressure treated stuff?
It is, but it's scrap. It's fine to use.
Hey, Hunter. Oh dear. You're gonna go inside. Go ahead and leave your drink. Head inside. Go ahead and stand up. Yeah, I saw that. You're gonna be okay though, but I did see. Head on in. Thanks. I'll come talk to you in a minute. We're only having 3. You've got 3 already, so go ahead and put this back. Thank you. Watch what you're doing. Can you please pick up his drink you just knocked over? Thank you.
Yeah, Gold, we're full on, full manpower today. Okay. fine. I gotta figure out where this should be next one.
Who's your best brother?
No. Okay.
I'll be right back. Be safe. Okay.
Let's get this mark. You know what? I need something different. Bern, is there another? I think there's another small ladder out on that other side.
Yeah.
Will you snag that, please? This one's just too tall. You know what, Bern? I'm gonna go get a 6-footer. Don't worry about it. I think I've got another. If you just keep half an eye on Hunter for a minute. Yeah, if you just keep half an eye on Hunter for a minute while I. Okay, got to dig out some more ladders here. I think I've got more ladders back here. Or are they just big ladders? Thought I had a smaller ladder, but got an extension and a 10-footer. That is not helpful. Bring this guy on. Okay. So now we can go. One thing that sucks is these little ladders have these sucky paint holders that are just a pain. I don't like this. Oh, it's got to go from the bottom is what it is. So what I'm seeing here, guys, is this thing here is really this bottom. Let's see if we can. Excuse me. So this bottom of the wheel well is drooping a bit. So we need to get this jacked up into position. Should be up at about 2 1/4 really. That thing. We're gonna need this thing. Okay, Bern, I need to lift this thing up a little bit, and will you, wish I had something smaller handy, but slide that on top of that 2x6 there for me. Let's get that one right there.
Slide it underneath.
On top of that 2x6, so I need to, I'm trying to, this board right here,
Okay.
I'm trying to lift this header up because it's sagging a bit.
Yeah.
I don't have it supported real well right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go cut some of those pieces. Let's
You want some shorter head?
just like, yeah, just if we get a few pieces cut at you know, 6 inches. Just you can just eyeball it. You can take that one right there.
This one here?
Yeah. Thought I had some at some point. We get 3 more of those. You got, let's get 2 more of those going. So guys, what I got going here is my header is sagging a little bit. If I did it again, that's too long a span for 2x4 really. With the way I'm going to build this, and I'm going to do high compression foam underneath that to kind of carry the load to the top of that wheel well a little bit, even though that wheel well can't really support anything. I probably would have done 2x6 or 2x8 for my single header piece to do that long of a span if I had it to do again. But for right now, I'm just going to hold it up into place, and once I sheet it, it'll hold it all, lock it all together. So, yeah, let's go right in there. Okay, good. So for now, just so that when I sheath it, it's in position, let's switch to the other side burn. I'm just going to get it supported, and then once I sheet it, it will be holding where I want it to. Okay, so I'll give it some temporary. Okay, so now I'm going to get this all laid out. Got 6. It's going to go down to 29 1/4. Our marks are on the right side.
Yeah. Good job, thank you.
Hey, Popular. Welcome, man. Bust that Tacoma out. Thanks, man. Appreciate the sub. I'm gonna have to make Miss Serious sing a song or something for every sub. You up for that, hun?
No.
Nope. Rejected. How about dancing?
Will you dance, Hunter?
Hunter will dance. Will you dance, Hunt?
Will you take your booty?
Hunter's a pretty good dancer.
I'll take my booty with you. Let's take our booty. You stand up and take your booty. No, you're not going to take your booty. Take your booty, work it, take your booty, work it. No?
No. Nothing.
Nodded. There you go.
Hunter working it?
That is fun.
Okay, got that. So, Bern, I'm going to get it marked out and I'm going to hand it over to you for nailing. That's all right. It's just, let me come show you one thing I did wrong here. So, my top line was a little bit high, so I just scribbled it. It's the lower line.
Okay.
And then it's always the studs below the line and above the line.
Right.
So,
And you're using the gun for this.
using the gun, using the 16 penny nails.
2 per?
Yeah, 2 per, basically. Yeah.
Got it.
And hey, babe, look at that one more time before Bern starts nailing. It's going to shrink, you know. Your glass is going to be, your glass will end up being more like 20 inches.
Okay.
See how I'm low?
Yeah.
The glass will end up being 20 inches.
That's great.
Yeah, bud.
Put that one on the piece of wood.
I feel like you got a lot of pieces of wood there, bud.
No.
No?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Try counting again.
What?
Tim, how you doing, man? Okay, nice.
Yeah, looks good.
So yeah, you guys are gonna have to vote on the next emote. I'm pretty convinced it's mysterious. That way, even when she's not here, I can still get that glaring look coming at me from chat. They'll know. They'll know when we need that glare. Oh, that sucks, Tim. It's a pain, man.
Dad's drill? No, you can use your hammer.
Dad, please give me my hammer. No, I already have it.
So, Poppy, the story on Tacoma is he's not actually sideways. He's just a derpy dog sometimes, and that picture is actually right side up. He was laying on his back, kind of doing this weird roll around thing when I took the picture. So, I didn't twist the photo. That's actually, like, how he was laying there. So that's why he's being funny.
What happened?
Decided against the 6-foot ladder name, or do you want me to?
I don't have one. I thought I had one, so
I mean, I have one. You want me to bring it?
might be worth bringing if you're not using it. I could trade you one of these dinkier things, you know, so you have something.
You know what? I need it to do my shades.
Yeah, so hang on to it. So
Which kind of next up for me.
yeah,
So.
hang on to it. I'm good. You just got to work with something a little bit taller. Just got to move it around a little bit more. Is all. Just want to make sure I marked it all. The X is on the right side.
You got it.
Yep, that one's all good. Tim, that's a hassle, man.